What's going on, guys? FaZe Bloo here, and today I'm just gonna do a live comm. Now, this is the first game I've been able to actually get in and play in a while, and you see I'm already back to 1 bar. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna promise any good gameplay. This is just gonna be really a commentary. It's basically a vlog with gameplay in the background. Like, that's all I can really do for the next little while, because this happens. Yay. Oh my. See, like, I can't even do this without getting mad, because this happens. I've been trying to play for 4 days, and it happens, like, every other game. But we'll try to ignore, and I will try not to get mad. And it's kind of hard not to get mad, because, like, this is literally what I've been doing every day since I was, like, 13, just coming home and playing Call of Duty. It's a stress reliever, you know? It just gets my mind off of things. And now, during, like, the most stressful time of the year, which is, you know, exams are coming up, college applications are almost due, and I'm moving, and I can't do that, it gets a bit frustrating. So I apologize in advance if you hear me get agitated. That being said, let's get on to the topic of the video, which is my favorite fan encounters. Now, fan encounters are really just any time that I've been somewhere in public, or just been somewhere in general, and, like, somebody comes up to me and they're like, hey, you're FaZe Bloo, right? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah, no big deal. Or, you know, most of them, they're kind of awkward, I'm not gonna lie, because it's kind of hard for any encounter with me to not be awkward, whether it's, you know, fan or not fan. So, when it's somebody who just walks up to me and, like, I don't know them, it's even more awkward, because A, I'm afraid of strangers, so just people coming up and talking to me, you know, even if I am FaZe Bloo, you know, it's a little bit odd to me. But it's even more awkward when they are not really, you know, fully aware of what to do themselves. Because if you see me in public, it's not like you go out of your way to see me in public, really, unless I was having a fan meetup. And we will start it there with my favorite fan encounters, because I did do one fan meetup a while ago. I did a vlog of it, and I actually had kind of a fun time, but it was still a really awkward situation. Like, I don't know. I'll kind of explain it a little bit. So I was just hanging around with some people, and we were just like, yo, why don't I do a fan meetup one day? So I was just like, okay, we'll do a fan meetup at the mall, because the mall is a good place, and it's kind of in the middle of a bunch of areas in Virginia. And I mean, I don't know, maybe people who weren't, like, very close to me wanted to meet me. I don't know. Who knows? So I did the fan meetup, I tweeted it, and I didn't think anybody was even going to show up, but it turns out that, like, 11 kids showed up. And I mean, that's not many, if you think about the fact that I had, like, 200,000 subscribers at the time, but it's still 11 kids who just showed up to meet me. And I mean, that was kind of cool. You know, I talked to them for a little bit, but it was literally us sitting in a circle, and I hadn't planned anything. I don't know what I was going to do there. But, like, I literally just sat there and talked to them for, like, 45 minutes. And, like, they all got pictures with me. I signed a bunch of stuff. I signed one kid's vape pen. We did not look a day over 13. So I don't know what this man was doing. He's going to be addicted to nicotine by the time he's, like, 12. Because that's how time works. You go backwards. But no, like, it was a cool experience. Like, fan meetups, I'll probably definitely do one of those again in the future, if you guys want me to. I don't know. Most of you probably don't live anywhere close to where you'll be able to attend, but I could always do it and then vlog it, and it'll be like you're there, because that's how the internet works, apparently. But, alas, the next experience that was pretty cool. Not even pretty cool, it was pretty awkward. There was at one point where I was just chilling in my house one day, you know, playing COD, as you do, and 2 kids come to my door. I knew one of them, the other one I did not know, and the other one was, like, my friend, and he was like, hey, my friend is a fan, and I was like, well, alright. I was already feeling a little bit awkward, because I was, you know, in my house, and he was just like, this guy wants you to add him on Xbox. Or no, the kid who was the fan asked me if I could add him on Xbox. And if someone shows up on your doorstep asking for a friend request on Xbox Live, it's a little bit odd. Like, I was a little bit speechless. Like, I didn't know what to say. Because, I mean, at a certain point, like, I can't add people. Like, I've gone over this many times on, like, live streams and stuff. I can't add everybody. If I could add everybody, I would. Actually, I probably wouldn't, because that'd just be a burden to me. Like, if I went out of the way to answer every single message as well, I just wouldn't get anything done. But I told the man, yeah, I'll add you. And then I did not, because I just wanted to use my property. So I don't know if that's more of, like, an awkward fan encounter or like a creepy fan encounter, but it's nowhere near as great as like the next one I'm about to tell you about, which is when I, you know, was in Chipotle with like 3 of my friends. One of them's a female, you know, just had to put that in there because you know that I'm a lady killer apparently. Not an actual lady killer. I'm not a murderer. I will murder this game when I get back on good connection though. But alas, I was just in Chipotle, which is kind of my home now, and I was eating, and then this kid who was probably about 10, not even kidding, like 10 years old, came up and was like, "Hey, are you FaZe Bloo?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. What's up? You want a picture? Like, you want to talk? Anything like that?" Because that's just kind of what I do. If it's a kid who's younger than me, I kind of have to lead the conversation, because if I saw someone I watched on YouTube, I wouldn't know what to do if they were like, or if I was that age, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of have to guide them at that point. Just kind of make it so the conversation goes smoothly. But then he was like, "Oh, no, but can I go get my 2 little brothers?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure." And he was like, "Yeah, they're bigger FaZe Bloo fans than I am." And I was like, that's awesome, man. So he comes back in. He doesn't even, what he does, it actually made me like laugh out loud. As soon as he said that and I said sure, he sprinted out of Chipotle. Almost ran into like 3 people. Got to his car. I looked through the window and he was just like screaming at his brothers that I was inside. And then they all 3 come running in. And the 2 little brothers were literally like a lot younger. Like, I don't even know. To the point where it's almost like odd that they're allowed to watch Call of Duty videos young. But I still thought it was cool because, like, you know, it was 3 brothers who were at Chipotle and just saw me. So, it turns out I got a picture with them, and they talked to me about Call of Duty for 15 minutes in the middle of Chipotle. And I mean, like, I didn't want it to be that long because I just wanted to get back to my food, you know. But if there's 3 kids I see in public and they start asking me stuff about Call of Duty, and they were like audibly just happy to be there, or not audibly, you know, visibly happy to be there. Audibly, they were just, you know, letting out just sighs of happiness. I'm not gonna be the guy to just push them away. I probably have to be if I get to the point of like FaZe Rain status, you know, but I'm not at that point yet. So I mean, like, I just kind of went with it, but like at a certain point I just had like 15 minutes. I had to be like, you know, I gotta get back to my food, guys. Thank you for being fans of me and everything. And overall, that was just kind of a cool experience because, like, you know, it shows that I'm a role model or whatever, you know. Maybe. I don't know. What just... Ah, that could have been coolio. But then the next one, this one's more of a, like, awkward / funny one. This is a very unorganized video. I'm just kind of talking about my experiences. I didn't write any of this down. I probably should have, but... you know, it's just on the mind. It's more genuine this way, boys. I never really script my videos. I've scripted maybe 1 of my videos. 2 headshots. Oh, 3. If I had no scoped that 4th, I literally would have punched the screen. Oh my god, that would have been juicy. But yes, this one, I'm gonna have to make it short and sweet. I was at a football game with 3 of my friends. It was an away game. I don't usually go to away games just because I don't like to drive places or go far away from my own home. And when we were there, I forget how it happened, but like some point during the second half of the game, I was just chilling there, you know, just bowling with my crew. And I see these 2 kids walk from like across the stadium and sit like 3 rows down from us, like on the bleachers. And I didn't think much of it. I just thought they were, you know, taking a seat. But about 5 minutes later, I see the 2 like whispering, and I see the one guy hold his phone like this, like to the side of him. And it was just a weird thing to see. And I mean, I'm usually, you know, getting a feel of my surroundings at all points in time. And I saw that the camera was on, and I saw myself in the camera as I was looking at the phone. And at that point, I always feel weird if people, like, look at me and I just assume, like, oh, yeah, they're FaZe fans. But, like, at that point, I was just kind of like, yeah, they might be. So I literally just smiled in the camera. And then the kid looked at his camera and saw me smiling and then just looked away really quick. Like, he just looked like that. And it was, like, so funny. So I just, like, walked down to them and was like, hey, man, if you want a picture, just ask me, you know? I'm down for it. So I took a picture with the two kids. That was a fun time. They walked all the way back. Apparently they told some other people that FaZe Bloo was in attendance at that point in time. And, like, 10 other kids ended up walking over to me when I was leaving. And, like, they formed literally, like, a mob and just followed me. And I took a picture with all of them. And that was cool. So, yeah, that's really all the fan experiences I have had so far. I mean, I've had more, but it's just kind of like the typical, oh, you're FaZe Bloo. Oh, can I get a picture, man? Yeah, cool. But, like, those are the more memorable ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I actually didn't do too bad. I got a split triple headshot feed in there. Almost hit a frickin' bang-ling ding-dong. And I got the top leaderboard on the frickin' laggedy connection. So, yeah. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy. I love all of you guys. I'm out.